This is Sherry Patton Ceramics, and we're making a rose today. All you'll need is a roller. This is a dowel. My husband buys these in 6 or 8 foot sections at Home Depot. They're about 1.5 inches wide, and they work perfectly. Since I have about 160 ceramic students, it really is helpful to have something, that's pretty cheap compared to a lot of things to be able to work with. So I'm just rolling this clay in my hands up to about a finger wide, and then I'm going to take it and just press it down a little bit, and then I'm going to roll it all the way across just like this. You notice it's not really that wide that I'm rolling it. I'm rolling it to be about 1/8 of an inch thick. And now I'm going to do the thing that really makes it work right. And that is, I'm going to take a paper clip and I'm going to put a line across here. Now you don't have to do this, but I've found that my students tend to do better when they take that paper clip and make a line across, and then I'm going to just put that roller up to that mark and I'm going to roll. When it sticks to it, I don't get worried. I just roll back out and then it disconnects. And now I'm just going to go back and roll this one part, this one side, thinner. Notice as I'm doing this, I'm making little movements. I'm not trying to go over the whole thing. And I'm moving slowly down. And this is curving kind of like a banana. And that's what you want. You want it to do that. As it gets thinner, it's going to stretch this side so it gets a little bit warped like that. Okay, so now it's pretty thin. When you think of, rose petals, you want really thin. So now it's even thinner on this side right here that I've rolled. So the side that is the thinnest is going to go up now. So now I'm going to take it in my hand and I'm going to, notice how I'm supporting it on this side and I'm bending it on this other side. Now this must be done with very, very soft clay. If you don't have soft clay, it's going to want to crack and crack. So make sure that you have soft clay. So thicker part in the bottom, thinner part in the top, and I'm just rolling for this first part. And you can see how I now have the center of the rose. Okay. So I'm just going to keep on rolling. Notice how I'm pressing at the bottom. I'm not touching anywhere near the top of those petals, because if I do, it's just going to take away all of that space between the petals. So we're going to try that again now because we need some outside petals. Same thing, roll it in my hand till it's about the thickness of a finger. You could do a little more, just depends on what you want to try with. Roll it out. Flip this and try it again here. Don't roll it too thinly, or else you're not going to have any space between the petals. So now we've got this thickness. We're going to take a paper clip, draw a line not too deeply across the middle, otherwise it might rip, and then we're going to use this roller and just roll on that part up to that line. And what this does is it's going to keep part of it fat so that there's space between the petals. If we try to just go across the whole thing, there's not going to be any space between the petals, and then it's not going to look good. Okay, so there we are. And now we're going to put the thin part up, keep the fat part down, because we want that fatness at the base where it's going to put some space between the petals. And now we're going to take it, overlap it with the other piece, and we're going to really squish it. I'm squishing on this side, squishing on this side, letting that petal go up, up. And now what I'm going to do to create more space between this petal is I'm going to bend backwards and pinch. And then I'm going to go back to what I was doing and push, push, push. See all that nice space right there? Okay. And that's a big enough petal. So now I'm just going to break this off kind of in the shape of a petal. Just like this. Even round it a bit more. Use my fingers. And now we're going to make another petal. So we're going to overlap. Notice how I'm letting it go up. I'm not going down like this. I'm adding at a diagonal. I'm adding it. I'm overlapping. Let it go up. But now I need space. So now I'm going to go backwards, pinch and push. And then I'm going to go right back to what I was doing and bring it around. Okay. And then you can keep on adding more petals if you want it to be a fuller flower. And that is how you do it. I can even now just carefully bend these inner petals out a little bit. There you go.